if everything is answered in the judgment, then there is no need of any argument.
2 दिन ना लेना, फिर 2 दिन ना ले, छोड़ दे 2 दिनों, हम वो मेजोरिटी जजमेंट फिर
जी उसको पढ़ने में भी 1 दिन लगेगा। इफ योर लॉर्डशिप
हम 2 दिन ले लेंगे, पढ़ लेंगे।
जी
पढ़ लीजिए ना। अगर
मैं उसी पे स्टिक कर रहा हूँ तो मुझे वो पढ़ने दें।
कौन से
CMA 2919 of 2025।
ये तो आप पे डिपेंड करता है कि आप इसमें 1 महीना भी लगा सकते हैं।
नहीं, महीना मैं नहीं लगाऊंगा।
अगर चाहे तो लगा सकते।
नहीं मैं नहीं लगाऊंगा।
मैं नहीं करूँ कब लगा रहे।
मुझे भी छुट्टी पे जाना है सर। अब किसी क्लाइंट के लिए शहीद तो नहीं होना है ना सर।
देखना पड़ेगा ना कि क्या होता है।
नहीं सर, मैं किसी क्लाइंट के लिए शहीद होने के लिए तैयार नहीं।
आप शहीद करते हैं, शहीद होते नहीं।
ये भी आपका प्रेरोगेटिव है कि आप।
वैसे भी सर बहुत डेंजर है कि आई माइट बी डिक्लेयर्ड एब्सकॉन्डर फ्रॉम होम, सो आई हैव टू फिनिश दिस क्विकली। सो पेज 5 अगर आप देख लें, CMA, if your lordships have CMA 2919 of 2025।
पेज कौन से?
पेज 5।
रेलेवेंट पे आ जाए तो
नहीं सर, पहला पोर्शन इज क्रिटिकल टू द।
मैंने ये नहीं कहा कि नहीं, मैं कह रेलेवेंट पे आ जाए। अगर आप समझते हैं पहला पेज रेलेवेंट है,
पहले 3-4 पेज
पढ़ ले
आर द फाउंडेशन ऑफ दिस जजमेंट।
पढ़ ले प्लीज, पढ़ ले
सर। The first 3-4 pages are about that on what principles of constitutional law is this judgment based on, and on the basis of those principles they have sought to approach and adjudicate this appeal. So they have laid down 5 principles in this, and these are the first 3 pages. At the core of our democratic constitution lies the will of the people of Pakistan, with free and fair elections being fundamental to democracy. The principle that the most important political office is that of the private citizen underscores the crucial role of the people, whose right to vote is the lifeblood of democratic governance. Democracy strives on the belief that the authority inherently resides in the people, a principle enshrined in the constitution of every democratic nation, including ours. Our constitution is not merely a government blueprint, but a covenant affirming the supreme role of the people in shaping their destiny. Under our constitution, while the sovereignty of the entire universe belongs to Almighty Allah alone, the authority is to be exercised by the people of Pakistan as a sacred trust, wherein the limits prescribed by him. It's within the limits. It posits that people are entrusted with the responsibility of governance, which is to be exercised through their chosen representative. The notion of a sacred trust elevates the responsibility of both the government and the judiciary in our Islamic Republic. It embeds a moral dimension into the practice of democracy, while the fidelity of this trust is seen as paramount. Ab ye important hai. In the context of elections, this sacred trust implies that all the actors in the electoral process must adhere to a higher standard of fair and honest, ensuring electoral integrity.
One question arises.
Ji.
This is my question, independently not of you all. Whether all the political parties are adhering to this provision of the law, whether every political party has taken step to ensure fair and free elections.
That's our dilemma.
Every political party is not trying to use unfair mean or
yes. I think that's our central.
For the politicians to upheld this.
That's our dilemma. That's our dilemma, as rightly pointed out by your lordship. So, जो पहला principle है वो ये है, जो laid down किया judgment में, and that is the difference between this judgment and the judgment of the real minority, जिसे मैं कहता हूँ, authored by Justice Aminuddin and Justice Naeem Akhwan, is the central notion of democracy in understanding constitutional principles. वो एक यूएस कोर्ट, सुप्रीम कोर्ट के जज थे, जस्टिस स्केलिया, बड़े मशहूर जज थे। वो कहते थे, जब उनके सामने कोई चैलेंज करने आता था तो वो कहते थे, yes, what they have done is stupid, but it's not unconstitutional. So simply because something is stupid doesn't
ये
mean that
किसको
it
कहा है
is.
आपने? कौन सी
ये जो पैरा पढ़ा है फिर
माइनॉरिटी को क्या मेजॉरिटी
पूछा
को?
ये था कि एनी वन क्लेम्ड, आपने कहा यस,
Yes.
वेयर इज दैट?
जी मैं पढ़ता हूँ, मैं एक सीक्वेंस में चलूंगा.
ये जो आपने कोट किया किस
जस्टिस Scalia.
इस कॉन्टेक्स्ट में आपने
मैं उसी को कह रहा हूँ. The difference between the minority judgment authored by his lordship and this is that while interpreting Article 51 and 106, the majority judgment, including Justice Mazhar and Justice Hassan Azhar, have said that something which leads to undemocratic consequences cannot be the correct constitutional interpretation of the reserved seats provision. Whereas the minority view is that no, we will look at the text and we will not look at whether it has democratic or undemocratic consequences. I think that's the difference. That is why I referred to Justice Scalia.
You mean to say that the constitutional provisions can be interpreted outside its scope and domain?
No. Constitutional provisions have to be interpreted while keeping in mind that the central foundation of the Constitution is
And in some
democratic.
cases, this code goes beyond to the provisions of the Constitution.
I'm not
You are
saying.
not challenging that it was created a great dilemma that the bench has rewrite the Constitution.
No, it is not. मैं explain करूंगा नहीं. लेकिन पहला
Amend the
principle.
Constitution. Though so many things have been heard in the public at large.
नहीं.
Even in the case of 63A, that was condemned, and ultimately it was reviewed by another bench of this court.
जी.
So, what the history, what the judgments say to us?
जी, वही मैं कह रहा हूं. जो पहला प्रिंसिपल है ना सर, they simply say, they don't say you can rewrite, but the first principle is.
इक्विटी हो तो उसकी क्लैरिटी चाहिए सुप्रीम कोर्ट करे, जहां बिल्कुल क्लियर वर्ड्स में लिखा है. How can you amend the
नहीं,
constitution through
there is no amendment.
Supreme Court?
But
there is an amendment.
There is a difference
3 days
between
की जगह
the
15 days कर दिया.
there is a difference between the purposive interpretation and reading down the Constitution when there is a rule of mischief. Hudson case, you know that.
जी जी.
This is the first judgment on the purposive interpretation of the law.
जी.
So once the court say that this is the provision of the Constitution, whether we have to adhere to that provision or we can override it, we can interpret it in our own mind, which is beyond the scope of that
No,
constitutional provision.
you have to adhere to the provision, but that provision has to be understood in terms of democratic constitutionalism. That is the principle.
Every judgment should be democratic.
No, no.
Then what is the
Leading to-
impact of the Constitution?
No, नहीं. What
If you say that the judges should decide on the public will
No,
and to
no,
save the democratic
no.
process,
जो मैं-
which is beyond the constitutional provision, then what?
मैंने जो जजमेंट पढ़ी है वो सिर्फ ये कहती है, when you look at a provision of the Constitution, you should always keep in mind that this is a democratic constitution. That is why every provision will enhance democracy. That is all the first. Now let me come to the second.
I agree 100% with you.
जी, second
I
principle.
agree. Yes. सुना, आगे भी why am I agreeing?
Sorry,
Why
जी,
I am agreeing?
जी,
लेकिन इशू बात अब ये कह रहे हैं कि हमें डेमोक्रेसी को प्रमोट करना चाहिए. नो डाउट. मैं कहूँ यहाँ बैठे हुए किसी शख्स को ये इतराज नहीं
प्रमोट
होगा.
की बात मैंने नहीं की. जी.
डेमोक्रेसी को प्रिवेल होना चाहिए, डेमोक्रेसी को फ्लोरिश होनी चाहिए, डेमोक्रेसी को फलना फूलना चाहिए. बात सिंपल सी है कि अगर आपकी बात हम मान लें तो डेमोक्रेसी ये बताती है कि हर शख्स की मर्जी है, चाहे वो आज़ाद इलेक्शन लड़े, चाहे वो पार्टी से लड़े. तो यहाँ पे तो हुआ ये कि जिनकी मर्जी थी उन्होंने पार्टी एफिलिएशन दे दी, जिनकी मर्जी थी उन्होंने आज़ाद लिखा. कैन वी कंपेल देम?
No, you cannot compel them.
So
और मैं
let
उस पे भी-
everybody to exercise this democratic right. This is
उस पे भी मैं आता हूं. मैं जरा ये प्रिंसिपल्स पढ़ दूं. जो सेकंड प्रिंसिपल है पैरा 3, इलेक्शन अथॉरिटीज. नाउ सेकंड प्रिंसिपल जो उन्होंने अप्लाई की है, बिकॉज सारी जजमेंट इन प्रिंसिपल्स पे बेस्ड है. Election authorities as electoral management bodies are the guarantor institutions of democratic processes and are critical to democratic governance, akin to a fourth branch of government. Their constitutional role is to ensure the conduct of the election by providing an equal and fair competitive field for all political entities and protect citizens' rights to vote. As an impartial steward